Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, July 11. Government is seeking to have available $1 billion for emergency funding. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark says this is the strategic intent of the administration as it implements initiatives under its public financial management policy for natural disaster risk reduction. He says this will see to the formalization of the Natural Disaster Risk Fund. The fund will support existing disaster risk management programs such as the Contingency Fund, the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility, and credit claims with the World Bank and the Inter-American Development Bank.
We want to ensure that we have access to non-budgetary resources that can be drawn down on, that can be utilized in the event of such occurrences. And we intend to do so by pursuing a layered approach, an approach where we build layers of financing that respond to different types of risk along the spectrum of risk possibilities, but in the event of a severe event, all of which would become available.
Minister Clark was speaking at yesterday's launch of the website for the 7th Regional Platform for Disaster Risk Reduction in the Americas and the Caribbean 2020, RP20. The conference is scheduled for July 8 to 10, 2020 at the Montego Bay Conference Center in St. James. More than 1,000 persons from across the world are expected to be in attendance. The conference is being staged by the United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction. 22 grants worth $105.32 million have been issued to fund projects under the second component of the Special Climate Change Adaptation Fund, SCCAF. Administered by the Environmental Foundation of Jamaica, the SCCAF is funded by the Inter-American Development Bank through a 4-year $4.7 million agreement with the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. The grantees, who hail from St. Andrew, Portland, St. James, Manchester, Clarendon, St. Thomas, St. Anne, St. Catherine, and St. Elizabeth, will have 1 year to complete their projects. Initiatives being pursued include coral restoration, greenhouse farming, water catchment and storage, as well as agro-processing.
You have a short window to work on, but we are here to help you. We are here to guide you. We will hold your hands as much as we can, but when we ask for reports, it is because we want to be able to help you to do something else.
Between 2016 and 2018, 113 grants worth $514 million have been issued under the program. In other news, 126 persons have been taken into custody since Sunday's declaration of the St. Andrews South Police Division as the latest state of public emergency. In a release from the Jamaica Constabulary Force's Corporate Communications Unit, 32 have been detained, while 94 were processed and released. On Sunday, an AK-47 rifle was seized by the K-9 Division at Henley Road in St. Andrews South. In the meantime, opening and closing hours for public spaces in the St. Andrews South state of public emergency have been revised. Clubs, fast food restaurants, and places operating under a tavern license will be open between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. Petroleum filling stations will open between 6 a.m. and 9 p.m. An 8 in the morning to 7 in the night operating hour is in effect for supermarkets, grocery shops, cook shops, and other places offering goods for sale. Pharmacies are to be open between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., churches 9 a.m. and 9 p.m., and any other public place will be open between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. And finally, the Labor and Social Security Ministry is to publish a work list shortly to protect children from hazardous work and child labor. Portfolio Minister Shahini Robinson made the announcement at the closing ceremony of the Country-Level Engagement and Assistance to Reduce Child Labor Clear 2 project at the Terra Nova All-Suite Hotel in Kingston on Wednesday.
This will provide a guideline to parents and employers as to the types of work that children can do, the hours they're permitted to work, along with the hazardous work they are not allowed to perform.
The list forms part of the project objectives, with the others being conducting child labor investigation and prosecution, as well as Train the Trainers workshop. The Clear 2 project was undertaken by the ministry in collaboration with nonprofit organizations Windrock International and Lawyers Without Borders, and was funded by the United States Department of Labor. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.